Beto, the county assembly particularly 211 million. We merely used about 80 million. Kogu still, ukona tuagele na deficit about 230 million, na yet people are continually qualifying. Tapa kuendelea kukinya miaka yao ipa pwili kuona promotions. So, with 121 million, to be distributed in two arms. Kuandikana na kuitiriwa nkathe. Kogu again, basically, it is not enough. But tuetekanilia first of all, let us pick kila ki available. Then kumauto kaya mbelia kwa agitate for the rest. So toko ikirwambe cha iji, the antivat came out, kana County Public Service Body by release the antivat 16th of December. Kenda wakasi panjelia to apply for promotions. Ordinarily ke County Government Act, bela kwa bae awaka kana an officer reasonable time. Kenda bomba kwa apply, then bona promotions. Interestingly, ordinarily kana wala kwa kalakanto papeta for interviews by about 2 weeks. 2 weeks manto jala, then antopa kanjelia kuona results. Leo kimakogeto ni ate today, being 18th, nalo italiki 18, to over 2 months to tell on a feedback from the County Public Service Board. Na wakasi beto ne bakoli until when. Kwa kukiuria giki nikyo thaiji to kwenda County Public Service Board to chokeria. Until when wakasi beto bakona promotions. Jonto despite batu kuendelea to push for promotions, can you imagine kwe mulitingo ge atona promotion, kwe nasi atona promotion since in devolution. Despite batu kuita for strike.
Kuma 2013 nara?
Yes. Then a list ya about 5 officers batona promotion from 2009. Kwe nabange napo from the biggest lot in group ya 2016. Wakataka 2016 to date, those are 10 years. Batona promotion. So ordinarily tukaenda kutumira sheria ya schemes of service wakasi bale babu ilikuwa na job ngurupo ithatu. Jonto after every 3 years, mtu abu ilikuitiriwa nkati. 3 years, ukaitiriwa. 3 years, ukaita, then you move forward.
The next,
So, but unfortunately as at now, no kuona tuena 10 years. Na ikiule kila tukoria, board, i preference iliko kana i consideration iliko, baga shugulikela inyaba bakalete form for 10 years. Kwe na bange na ba 9, bange 8, bange 7. Kwe bange na bage tele specialization. Right now, like in ICU, renal department, we have nurse anesthetists in preparation for theater. Kana kogeto operation. Tuena psychiatry nurses. Balaba mana department cheto chia psychiatry. Baria, some of them batela have a preference kumaba kumachukuru. So again, tolioria bana pole, what is the consideration? Kana I preference yeleko mbodi kanela kenda bomba ku move forward. And that's why for us to use the best language. Kana lugelea
bakuelewa
eleka lugeleka in Kenya. Of course it is. Ne manto just strike tokaleka kukweta strike perhaps na leto studiaja tutende chema ninya twaliria manto ja mumiro menya boko
kwende maybe borageria gukinyira board before we issue the notice.
Board about 2 weeks ago it was visited the office. That time statement they are preparing for those shortlisting, but it was rombela committee full board. A full board which of course comprises even the committee members, chairman, CEO, bonde kenda to area na to address the challenges illegal to face. About a month ago, it was visited office ya county secretary na chief of staff with an intention. Miaba tuko na tuendo ene teda todangi to kakinya mwisho. We visited the county secretary na chief of staff just to unpackage kana ku address some of these issues na to apela mbele ya body list kana mbele atuta for shortlisting. Can you call us? Tuita twalaniri all of us, all the departments involved, including health. Tueleza the challenges ile to face kenda tomba ku move forward kutekethera kwena ngapo. So we did our part. Na to date tutiromba kwithira twina formal meeting with the county public service board na ibyo tutukwenda this ije ni njira imwe ya developing a mitigation measure kana gocho ntaira kenda tutikinya stage kana tukinya aria turi thai but definitely tukaga audience twaringa karumbeta menya
bagetika
bakauma na bali tukwenda tumba kwaraniria yes
mbele ya tire mugendi bro tulimana na officers ba reply ya rimbi
menya tugeta we always promised good things tugeta tukena meet the office but tukuigwa tukabela and there's hope tuyoda meeting kwa kunde despite committee na bo tutona any solution kana tutona a significance outcome ya this thing na mbele inyambo lilikuwa kwena something else which is very important it is only nursing that it in the new career guideline it adopted in the county government of Meru na no kuona nya twena issues cia SRC guidelines imechalele ya ongelelo from 2024 that phase 2025 itongerwa so manto ja accumulate all of them jaga tuletela ndoa tongelelo the health risk allowance ya nursing in 2017 by SRC to date 29 years it has never been adopted. The research ile changana kwa dhidwe in Kenya and recently at Kenyatta National Hospital it was realized that the old worker is highly predisposed. Kanole na atali ya kukota ni milimo na manto jangi in health sector it is a nurse. Yet ni wako lwa the least risk allowance today. Then batu tukwana totengi na ukategela over 200 facilities in this county. They are all manned by nurses. Kogu batu tulenda kwamba kurungika chibitali ilia kenda tomba kuthikirwa and of course very important also kwena element ya recognition agreements other workers na baba tena recognition agreement na batu tuluga tulenda kikalamu manto jaja take effect so what is delaying tulenda recognition agreement ya pharmaceutical technologists ya laboratory ya public health ya nutrition but John there nothing that is happening despite ngo butatoka manto simple manto raisi lakini tukoligwa ni aliko komoka gutonyera
karamu
yes
diruri atire so issue yini ya nurses na midwives right
yes
so bwena union officials kiri utongeria bwenu kiri county one of them ni Dr. Mwambi CC and then kuri na
Director of Public Health
Bayenia. Is there kuyobo kumana nabo anywhere kiri issues ichenu boko datra?
Thank you. Ole kukaraga you know Dr. Dennis Mugambi na Bayenia Moses they are now part of the executive. Na be executive but to represent the lwangi na lwa health. Kwa gulia tuena challenges tutatoka vela kutuena challenge 1 2 3 4 years
ndirudi atire kire matheta yaye nure kweyobo kusika kweyo like kweyo bobati kwethra boke
kweyo bati utonyera in short
as in kweyo bobati kwethra bayukumila kire manto yaye nu
I get at the moment no it is already beyond them beyond them jonto function ya promotions employment redesignation uni function ya county public service board kwa over take participate essentially
so issue enu ne na public service board
ni public service board
ibobo na issue na bo
yes
then inases yake kana rwangiro rongirwa is it KMPDU are they in that kind inases yake as per now bakwenda strike babu
currently all workers bena concern on the same John to and vatiege lele prepare 16th of December like I said earlier it cut across all cadres kwa even KMPDU even KNUNM even laboratory they are also part of it katona jabatu to yinkoroki batu to yinyi John to ntegwetikia you know these candas ntegwetikia ethera kwina ntobena bo since before before devolution but atetheka nevertheless they are on course bage push their interest utakona ja issue ya recognition agreement it is not cutting across nurses but it is cutting across them even issues of promotion inyabo kwepo patashughulikirwa but a simple majority in terms of even percentages inasesipatikiyome. Yeah.
Thira body ya andikire nini advertisement yu ikware na provision ya hiring new kana no promoting eba internal.
Ivaekeli provision kwe advert which was to get externally na externally ya babwili kuandika new officers na also internal ili abwili ku address the concerns in matters of promotions. Kogu it carried in both. It was carried both like nurses banenkeli twanya 40 Baberu. Of course, it was a drop in the ocean, but nevertheless, so let us speak what is available. Then we will continue pushing for more.
Were they hired?
But higher. This is also part of our concern that you are having. Yes.
Like approximately, to nurses bana Meru na Bariman facilities yana.
Currently, to around 811 nurses. Tokongela UHC staff, they are about 150, they are about. Katuga we are about 960. Na tuena mela about 178 facilities. Of course, some kuyumoi teralukolwa chinge they are sub-operational based on the needs that is there. Others we have scaled down the services, jontobwa shortages and such. But basically that's an estimate. Statistics yule kokali ndene ayo. Yeah.
How is it so far kiri Rwangirwa health mantujegenda wa machibitari nambi ibo kuona the essential commodities rikwendekana kenda utungata poendelea poega? How is it the flow of drugs and the equipment and stuff?
Currently kwena not tugenda hours there we have substantively medication in the facility. But it wetelete onda no kona this quarter which began January, February, March to tell on now on the akemsa. You know to kona order now we do and be part of what is supposed to be done. Na I think it will receive about 60 million or so ka boost already the existing stocks that are there. Na me ato buli procure medications either on quarterly basis. If we do half an year, I will know a lot of carefulness to also by expiry modalities. But in terms of medications, toka endeleo toka into stockouts. But in terms of medications, we are not badly off, but we need to improve. To tell a much complaint, but toka receive consignment this quarter, which you call the third quarter, then you'll be good to go.
Facilities,
you know, to anjailia procurement, it begins at the highest level, level 5, 4, then we go down up to level 2. So level 2, to what we call essential drugs. Essential drugs, sometimes this is a very broad narrative. Now we talk the la amoxil, but kutena ndawa, maybe kutena azithromycin. But basically once you have maybe amoxicillin, perhaps you will be able to sort kano komba kote simple majority ya workers. Even up to the dispensaries, ugeta withire tonda tu ikuko ajibeto thaijine tolekalekete statement ile akagore kumagore twali na kagore so much thaiji tutena kagore ni nyanyete thai. Yes.
So babwiza nurses na midwives demands chenu kire board specifically chiko
purely tulenda ku address kana tulenda body address historical injustices. Historical injustices niyo bakomba go tuchokeria kiuria mtole atona promotion since in devolution agatethe katia mtole atona promotion from 2016 agatethe katia bara betele bathoma chukuru bagatethe katia bara bena 3 years and more bagatethe katia even the specialists. So purely our main agenda now with them both, it is employment. It is a promotion. It is promotion. John Tomenya in your candikelwa workers when you are demotivated, it will not make a difference. But look at Chokaja in the studio. But to look at the moment, we have already been existing with a shortage. Mea mtola menyalite kokala ewenka, tuluga we kaba promoto mbele. then achoke ongela mtu baadaye. Lakini nyoka mwongela mtu yet this person even he or she is about to retire ulimelo gwangu kuongela mtu lakini pension nongo etakole oliko ole akeja andikwe. So our main thing it is promotion.
So akuchoke nyuma kidogo. So the 961 nurses ni amwena ba Meru General, right?
Yes.
So this means simply of facility na nurse batano.
Not really.
As in ratio. Average.
You know, to maila ratio eje in that model. John toka teka ja level 5 ben about 180 to almost to 200 nurses na inge pala na tutoko talabala bandikine individual boards can hospital boards but a simple majority of our facilities ila to go dispensaries china only one nurse. One.
You know ratio ya WHO mugendi ni nurse yomwe aishukulikaira hachi bana. Why are we need to tena nurses bakwana, you know, as much as you know dirikari karimi ngwe yoera nene ni kwakisha mwananchi sawa but then kwena a very thin line between you know micharere kuriwana physical development iribati kwethre kionekana but here is chibitari tena nurses nasi umwe kile facility umwe kwa rioma. I don't think this is enough.
Inkwele challenge bwana Martin kwena problem bwana onie Kenya and especially with the devolved units. Devolved units they are bandresaga the budget in terms of recurrent expenditure versus in development. And they talk of always ratios but balenda development ekale 60%. Then the recurrent expenditure it carry maybe 40%. Jaja Meru okadikelo kaiga bakyuga you are over 50%. Which means already it was surpassed what has been said by the Auditor General. According to them. Me about to in those offices. Now ogeta concern yeto ya kuandika workers okaiga bakyuga bena bloated wenjimbero. Kiuria kera tolaga to unionist. Bloated wenjimbero ejere ibale ko excess workers bara to enabo. John toeta in facilities no kugande kwela is only one nurse. Once you go in a main hospital ratio go per departments. Ogata in a surgical order kaigwa maybe like one nurse maybe to 6 patients. Like when you go like in maternity it's actually vice versa. To end one mother to 2 nurses. So the ratio changes depending na work. And even ICU it is even worse. Many ICU otomba ko cater for patient when you are alone. They are monitoring those machines. Those machines are monitored by nurses. They never place are those settings. We have very advanced nursing or nurses. But the system it has not embraced that challenge. Now when you talk about the staffing and the budget, but with IG, we always cry. Talk about andeka new workers, but replace that we lost due to natural attrition. We baba akwile, we baba retire, we baba etele from greener pastures. There are some who have gone to
Qatar.
US.
Totekwenda kweta Qatar. Hata mbetete US katojo US imbele.
US na Canada inaopo kweta mono.
Definitely. They are always embracing nursing profession.
Australia.
They are always appreciating what is happening. Interestingly, the nurse, even in Kenya, when you go to Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, Kenyatta National Hospital, Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital, the salary package of a nurse, it is different in place of compare no Ojo County. But to Loria, Ojo County, who is she or he working for? Ninga alilitela mo Kenya ngo kanona guitela. It's like
SRC or the boss SRC buriwata. Is it like michare ni chibitari yongo yobarea kana bere wane dirikari?
Menya SRC sometimes they also micromanaging us, which is bad. Ibatonya ila manto, you know, esala zero yao, babwili kuan device, actually their function, babwili kuan device, the public officers, but then bakena set standards, na salaries chia state officers. But they go the other way. This is what is supposed to be done. Now they should give us opinion. Can the Public Service Commission, which is the main, you know, the de facto employer, the County Public Service Board. But we are under the Public Service Commission, which sets rules and regulation kana guidelines. King guidelines area, okona. Like for example, at the moment, like when I mentioned about nursing, they have already released the nursing profession guideline, kana career guideline. Lakini the preamble, ajambele, but you can go, let it be customized by the CONG. CONG, better bategele, how to adopt this document. Na tabata kulita document yeje, it and direct to be implemented by the governors. Instead of basically in the counties. Na tabakuga mbele to bambe beja baja na device. No komeola si onji bakauga. You know definitely we can see their mind. Bakauga batenenkeli mbeja. Jago implement this narrative. That's why we also need to ask ourselves, do we need to have a central arm, the Health Service Commission, ile oka address aka issues cutting across. John to in that preamble, waliuga also to cut or to standardize the operations. Olea kolewa indarakanithi na Laikipia, they are working the same. John to inyaja dhaiji challenges ijitu enachio. Oleta darakanithi bakatwelabo balekala bakona promotions. Weta Nairobi County balekala bakona promotions. But in a story nyingi. Now what is happening in Meru, batu tukamba witia kile mato dioloke Mount Kenya, yeti kwe na a route tomba kweta toka tedeka very fast. So we having challenges.
So Mugendi tukithiria ndenda waria na Public Service Board ya Meru. Bere, what exactly you want? Lai.
Na ultimate amerapo baete lapsri.
Thank you. Kato alie County Public Service Board, you have the main function of promoting workers. Na this function, tulenda you act speedily and each is seamless. Na leto kwa seamless, tukokagia na complications si nyingi kenda ntopa teteka in terms of promotions. Na tuluga address the issues of long-standing cases and also antobala be about to retire to kwenda retire batigiome. Also antobala ponte patileti over 3 years and above on a promotion consider it. Number thingate our current scheme of service to the letter. Paraba buli kuona promotions after 2 years. Boba promote after 2 years and where possible boba kindate their promotions kenda just say umba ko privili melo. Netogoti County Public Service Board, because you are new in office, boje taku address historical injustices irachi atwele in the predecessors, ituije the former boards. Iba tonyanya saka bogeta pokera botami to the threshold jaja takalika netogoti kiadaiji you are people who are sober na botena andwa na work botena andwa na workers but kukatweka kotethera kwena any redress ke this matter for 8 hours they will lapse tomorrow. Then on Thursday kumau we will be serving with a strike notice kendalu tueta mogomo full blown kendalu bomba kotonenkera balwacha promotion twe ome. Yes.
Okay. Gwetikia muthikiria na board bakuigwa.
Yeah. But you know Mugendi sometimes kirinde na ome bambona ya kaba bupure anto atiendi sana. You know, selfish. And that is why Rimo Kinyabweta strikes at the expense of Toro Bantu. Yeah.
That one is misconception. The misconception John to ngeko elesa lokono lwa manto jala to the leto toke pusha okuigwa ngotale area ola to the leto toke mitaka these offices na gweta go seek redress kana manto jako cho antaira mbele ya kinyaja. Number 2 kedela to te anto bala bendete aje beto tuonde okira immediately tukanjiria nya demonstrations menya also section 37 ne twete rutha rwa picketing na demonstrations twanjiria ku picket na ku demonstrate immediately but ni tukwenda kwa system kanya teto kaja no notice ethera ne aje bali locate tukirua mission hospital baba ikie nkobo baba ikie methodist but our prayer is that's why you always do negotiations etogata tokalaniria kenda aje beto pate suffer but should we have suffered any suffering but ne tokolombole kelike momero tutekwenda this suffering ba affect but in kisiko kagana suffering babwete ike the county public service board boborie na tabate gotothikira bokorekeria mandaktari na nasi beta mogomoni.
Okay, thank you Mr. Mugendi nontu bakuona kana na ngwetikia muthikirio kwithirwo kigwa jau ni mateta ja Kenya National Union of Nurses Nteresia Meru na Midwives bakienda muno bodi wandikani umbe kwithirwo ikibagetegera. We really hope botekinya gwita strike nontu bwa mumeru kana mwananchi uria kana ukubatara utungata muthikiria na mutegeri wa Weru TV mbere tuya tugita nkwire ringa 0729 661 667 kana 0755 200 wetia mutujo nice mutujo muthikira jironekana ndukene supermarket akwina agwe na kura kunthema umba kwithirwa ningi ukigura intobia ku kana shopping yaku ya njana kinya muchere jo pishori kuma nice rice millers ni mbathiaga nkurukia nusu ya muchere juria juri magwa moya wa kinyara nice muthikiria ni mutujo thondeka ero na kinya nice chapati na kinya very soon kwina nice choice feed antwara muthikire mikawa ni thatu ojiroga tonya ukithirwa gikenero tungata na customer service enjega mutegeri wa Weru TV.
1 minute. What do you take the idea with the Meru level 5 to level 6?
It will be a very good idea. Na well thought plan. John Tweje, anytime to go a facility from one level to another. Together to improve our services ke mwananchi kana ke mukali wa Meru. Jonto services ila tutekuona ukaigwa like maybe the radiology department miaja daiji ukategela like cancer management kwena 2 main arm which is chemotherapy and radiotherapy. At the moment the level 5 as much as it addresses the issue of cancer bandila kana chemotherapy. Kwa gule togeta level 6 definitely ukona aja ni tokondiru nambi na radio weta ke manto jankolo ukona maybe perhaps tukogeta open surgery tutekala wikiana from maybe even antobanene weta to seek services in other, so that is a well thought plan. Nejene kokoli mugongo jetu ja Meru na antobeto pate safa jonto we participate also wikiaje all the way to Nairobi by ambulance da inge na wiki mwaje na spinal injury katuge okay at the moment to na neurosurgeon na mugongo no jote njo Meru lakini should be requiring a very advanced care along the way driving jonto bwa potos bumps rubber bumps and such no either mwaje akiumia nkoroki kwa gulira to concentrate our services aja Meru then definitely tukethenya tugetethagia mu Meru na inya professionalism tukaleta more professions bala bakejenya gutethia community at large.
Only that a friend of mine aitheta sana no ntubwa witwankathi kwa level 5 na riwa ati Mumeru akethwa kithangika sana no services tia services irarona level 5 nende ikethwa cie congested na ntubangi bakuma ome and all that and nende kutethwa kwina a level 5.
I really hope there's something they are trying to do maybe na Kenoru or somewhere else level 5.
Kukakara the plan ile na vision ya governor ni gukuria like Nyambene hospital like Nyambene hospital is another level 5 you know definitely to introduce level 6 definitely you will have another level 5 Kenoru already that ijo kategela they have they bakombe down block ya maternity there's one which is there okay na magiaki which is level 4 which is within immense north okay la chipitali ile ni gukorua kogu leto gukoria one facility is like pool kata kata toki kuchege inge chumba gukira kogu services will continue as usual.
Diana tukidhiria riwa atiri watching kuma chuka riwa I thought the problem was Honorable Kawira Mwangaza and her board kwani Governor Mutuma ameweka board kwa mfuko shida za governors wa Meru County kutokana na health imeanza kwa imemtuma a few MCAs ndio mmeanza okay. Thank you very much Bwana Mugendi. We appreciate kuona kanya no ntobakwe. Asante sana.
Okay, asante.
Thank you.